Ba 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 ba. Luke is Darth Vader is Luke's father. Bruce Willis dies at the end of this, and Magic Mike wasn't actually a magician. These are some great plot twists that we all know and love, but you don't want people like me being a bold twat ruining them for you, because that would be shit. Even if you lived under a rock in the middle of Mars, you still wouldn't be able to avoid these spoilers, but sometimes the movies themselves actually give away the spoilers. In Fight Club, they had flashing people come up, and that spoiled the movie for everyone. You eagle-eyed viewers might be able to notice these endings. I'm Sam.
And I'm Max.
And these are six movies that secretly give away the plot at the very start.
The World's End. It's number 6. The World's End was a great movie and was really critically acclaimed, directed by Edgar Wright, who's a great director. And you all know how he uses visual imagery in his film to reveal plot stories. You would have figured it out in Hot Fuzz if you'd paid attention. But the very same thing can be said about the critically acclaimed film World's End. I love Edgar Wright so much, and you can see the plot being revealed before the end with the route that they take, which isn't just for nostalgia but to recreate the route from their youth, which is you see comparatively throughout the movie, and only with less blue-blooded aliens. So first that guy goes, and then he gets left behind, much like when they were kids, and then the main character never manages to finish his pint. Add that with pub names that reveal the sci-fi movies that they're referencing, and Edgar Wright is such a clever director for these things. I wish I was Edgar Wright, because that would make me better. And The World's End is the worst.
5, Mission Impossible. You all remember the opening to Mission Impossible, which gave away key factors of the thing. But now, Tom Cruise is so associated with the movies that you may have forgotten that it was based on a 1960s TV show. In the opening of the original movie, they light a match, and it reveals key elements within the movie, which it keeps cutting to. You can see the match now being lit, and this is what happens. See, it lights the match. You see all this stuff happening, and you see this guy actually didn't die at the beginning. Well, why did they do that? Well, in the original 1960s opening, they also gave away elements of the episode while a fuse went off. So that was a little nod to the classic TV show we all know and love, unless you're a millennial. It's like Game of Thrones, except it's nothing like Game of Thrones. This is a strange reference.
Number 4, Titanic. We all know the ship sinks at the end of the Titanic. That's not the plot twist I'm talking about. The plot twist that I'm talking about, that James Cameron put in the critically acclaimed Titanic, is that Rose and Jack get together by having the entire opening scene with the old lady, because she's Rose. James Cameron's so clever. By having her have the last name of the Jack, you can deduce, if you are clever, that she gets with him even before the actual Titanic past stuff begins, making it even sadder when the ship's going to sink and you're gonna cry. God, he's such a cheeky monkey, James Cameron.
Kong. Speaking of monkeys, you may all know the classic Peter Jackson film, King Kong. Well, the whole plot of the film is given away by the original movie, King Kong, in the opening bit where it gives away that the beast wanted to be not a beast because of beauty. However, this quote was actually fake news. They made it up for the movie, and it was just wrong. It was completely wrong. And in the Peter Jackson film, Jack Black says the line to her, and he says, "I'm not a fortune teller." So this was a massive plot twist that we all know.
Number 3.
2.
Total Recall is a critically acclaimed sci-fi movie with our favourite man, Arnold Schwarzenegger. But was he in a dream? Well, a lot of the plot is revealed in Total Recall, but it is a bit dreamlike, so I don't know. Throughout the movie, there's several bits and bobs that make you think that the ending is going to come. Like, they send him as an agent on Mars and tell him he's going to meet a blonde girl, and then he'll see blue skies, and then that weird doctor does that whole speech and rant about the Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's like, ooh, maybe it's a dream. Either way, it's up to you to decide. Still, the 3 tits were in it. Good movie.
Number 1, The Prestige. We all remember. Oh, The Prestige is still going. We all remember the Chris Nolan film with the 2 magicians revealing their big old twists at the end of the movie. But what if I were to tell you that if you were an eagle, you would be able to know the ending from the beginning by looking at 2 canaries being crushed into little bits in the beginning bit. Michael Caine figured it out because he said the only way to do the trick where Christian Bale is disappearing one place was with a double. So you might be going, I don't understand movies. I need what culture to explain them to me. But I'm here to tell you that by crushing a canary in the beginning, you would automatically assume that he had a twin brother that he was keeping secret for the whole movie. And you'd also know, just by watching the canary trick, that Chris Nolan was a genius.
So what did you guys think of all the movies? Do you have any other suggestions for movies that reveal the ending in the movie? Well, if you do, comment below. Let us know in the descriptions and the comments. And definitely subscribe.
But